Hello there and welcome to the event. Today we're starting around on a par 4. Now let's spank that ball into the fairway and begin our round. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. What will happen here? I'll just be quiet and watch and see how you do. And this next putt for par. And at that one currently sitting at even par. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. Well done. This one's about 105 yards out. And the green slopes up around that general area, around the pin. You want to make sure you don't leave this one short. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Here's a 10-foot putt. Looks like this one starts off straight enough, but then it should go to the right. And you're sitting at 1 over for the round. And we're teeing up now on the third. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. Approach shot worked out just fine. This putt is about 14 feet. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh! Here we go, par putt. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Little play. Here's your second shot on the 4th. We're on the green with that one. Well done. 12 feet left to the hole. Oh, right by. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. And you are 3 strokes off the pace after that one. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Okay, we could save par here with this putt. And this one's going left to right pretty hard. A little bit too firm on that one. This one's 7 feet away. Oh, well, just a tap. Okay, let's check the standings. And you're 3 over on your round. All right, par 4 here on the 6th. Have a good drive. Just strike that one. And this one's from around 75 yards out. There we go. That's cooking on this approach. Hole's about 10 feet out. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. Okay, this one's for a bogey. 4 over par for the day. Okay, 7th hole is a par 4. Setting up here from the deep stuff. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. An uphill putt, moving right to left. And here we go. This one for par. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Okay, 8th hole, par 3, baby. That was good. And from here, I don't know, like maybe we should measure this in yards instead of feet. It's so far away. Hopefully you get it close though. This one's a 4-foot putt. And sitting at 5 over par for the day. And the 9th hole is ready for us. Hopefully you're ready for it. Oh my goodness, just smashed that drive. Hitting into an elevated green, we might need more club. Okay, here's your look at birdie. You got a downhill putt here. It's breaking to the left. No bit too much power into that putt. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet. Oh, and the par slipped through our fingers there. No good. All right, that's 6 over for the day. And the 10th is a par 4. And setting up about 105 yards to the pin. And here's what you're dealing with for a birdie. This one's leaning tiny little bit to the left. Oh, unfortunate. 4 feet left. And currently sitting at 6 over. All right, good luck. We have a par 4 here on the 11th hole. All right, time to get on out of this dirty old bunker. And you're looking short out of the sand here. Setting up for our 3rd shot. Okay, from the greenside sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Oh my, this might go down. Okay, moving on to the next. Okay, that's 7 over for the day. And we're on the 12th hole of this one now. Oh man, did you have to send that one? We are about 140 yards out. Bit of an awkward swing. And from the green side bunker. No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? Okay, safely on the putting surface after that. And this one is from way, way out. Oh, it's going right by. 4 feet to the cup. And sitting at 9 over for the day. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. It's tidy. All right, let's go. This to save par. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. Almost. And 7 feet to the cup. And we're sitting at 10 over today. And now the 14th hole. It's a par 3. Oh, the chip's denied. And setting up here for the bogey. And as we check the board, it is a 5-stroke lead for the person in first. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4. Ooh, looks like we're going to the fairway. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Let's get a little kick left here. Let's see how you do here. We have a very long putt ahead of us. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Bit long on that one. Okay, let's drain this and get our par. This putt is going uphill and breaking to the right. Just 4 feet left on this one. Here we go on hole number 16. All right, let's get back in form. Coming off 3 bogeys in a row. I think we can do better here, though. Might not be enough from the rough. Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Oh, hang on. Almost that almost went down. Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie. And a great effort on this hole to bounce back after the bogey on the last. Great work. That's a birdie. All right, this one is number 17. We have a par 3 here. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. Whoa, that took a bad kick to the right. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Double bogey. And now to number 18. This one's a par 4. Okay, setting up around 250 yards or so. So close. Good luck here. 8 feet to the cup. Okay, the bogey putt drops, and that's all she wrote today. And final score for you today will be 14 over. Well, I had a good time out there today. I am happy that you brought me along for the ride, and hopefully we'll see you real soon. A big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get into this. We've got a first hole par 4 ahead. Let's do this. It is time to drop this in the fairway. All right, drop this on in and save your par. Okay, even par at the moment. Got a left to right breeze on this hole. Yikes. Second shot here on hole number 2. decent approach there. All right, let's do this. 18 feet to go. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Well, this has my attention. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. All right, third hole on this course is a par 4. Give it a go. We're having that. Okay, about 105 left to go. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. And this one from 25 feet. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Ooh, just missed. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. And you're at even par currently. And let's see how things go here on the 4th. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we've got about 165 yards to go here. Putting this one from downtown. This is it's going to be interesting. So a bit of an S break here. It goes right and then it goes left. Let's see what you can do. Three feet left. You are currently sitting right at even par. All right, you know what to do. Par 3 here on the 5th. Well, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close for the bogey. Just one over at the moment. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. That'll work. This putt is about 11 feet. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. Oh, that was almost in. All right, for the bogey. And right now you are 2 over par. Okay, 7th hole, par 4. Looks like about 150 yards to go. Oh, good work out there. You found the green there, and that's understating it. This would be nice to get for birdie. It's getting there. So good. Okay, 8th hole coming up. If you want to save par on this hole, we got to drop this right here. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Just a little too much power. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. Here comes a 3-footer. All right, 9th hole, par 5 coming up. Nicely struck. This approach is into an elevated green. I don't think you're going to like this. Careful of this one. Fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. Well, better luck next time. And this will save your par. I think it's breaking to the left. Well, this one's on a line. Oh my goodness, it doesn't go. All right, give this a tap. All right, let's move on to the next. And now we head to the 10th, and we have a par 4 to deal with. Oh, no good. Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that. Oh, robbed there. And from 38 feet, here's an uphill putt moving to the left. Just a little too much pace on that one. Okay, setting up for the bogey. Nicely played. All right, let's see what happens on hole number 11. Nicely done. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. Come on, give us a kick to the left. And this putt's around 16 feet out. I think this is going to go right to left. Birdie putt and everything, wasn't it? And just a tap in here. And our leader currently is enjoying a 5-stroke lead on the rest of the pack. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 12th hole. Let's do it. Well done. All right, this shot's about 150 yards out. That's a luck on this one. We've got a lot of real estate to cover here. Right by. All right, for the bogey. And you are 6 over par at the moment. Okay, 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Yeah, that'll work. Now this from 12 feet. Breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh, almost. Hopefully we can get this to drop. This one's for bogey. Let's see what happens here on number 14. Heading left. Well, you can't hit them all. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Ooh, nicely done. We're out of the bunker. Safe shot on the green. And if this drops, that's your bogey. This one's just a 3-foot putt. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. And setting up here in a fairway bunker. And from the bunker. That's unfortunate. Setting up here for your 4th. Okay, here we go. Long putt ahead of you, but I've got faith. It's definitely, yeah, I stopped counting around 45 feet or so. Okay, up next is the par 5 16th hole. And unfortunately, you rolled that one right into the second cut of rough. I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. This putt's left to save par. Teeing up now on the 17th. Ouch, into the water. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Well, that one's going down into the water. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. Well, this one might have enough to get to the green. About 6 feet to go here. Oof. You know what I would really like? If you could putt this one in. And now to the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Tee shot's looking nice here. And this is about 165 yards out. Setting up in the bunker. All right, putter's coming out. All right, here's a 7-foot putt. Okay, you drop the putt and we're done here. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time. Hello there and welcome to this event. And today we start off with a par 4. Let's get to it. Let's put that first drive in the fairway and be on our way. Okay, you're in it now. Let's have a good round and keep our composure. I don't like the way this is going. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Nice out. Now let's get to the putting. All right, you got this left over for par. And you're at even par. Now keep an eye on that wind out there. It's picking up. No, that's not a great one. Okay, second shot here on the second. And I think you might be short out of the sand. All right, let's grab this bogey and move on. This putt's going. All right, putt goes down. There's your bogey. We got a third hole par 4 coming up here. Let's do it. Well done. And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. Ouch, right by the hole. Okay, here comes a 9-foot putt. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Drive's looking good. And here's our second shot on the 4th. Here we go for the birdie. Good luck with this. Got to give it some gas up the hill, and it's breaking a little to the right. Ah, no good. 8 feet to the cup. Now that par would have been nice. Wind is blowing left to right. Pretty sure we're heading to the bunker here. And second shot here on the 5th. And we are out of there. Let's putt. And unfortunately, second bogey in a row. Let's kick this bad luck to the curb, starting with the next tee shot. And now for the par 4 6th. All right, this is a bad lie. I'm just going to say it. We're deep in the rough. And I don't think you caught enough of the ball here out of the rough. This ball's a long way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And this putt's around 7 feet. We are on the 7th hole. Let's see what we can do. And the fairway does tilt away from us. A bit of a downslope up at the landing area. Okay, as we set this up, it's not a great scene. It's very deep into this rough. Oh, the chip slides by the hole. And this is for your par. And you're currently sitting at 5 over. And the wind is picked up. We got a tailwind to deal with. All right. right. Second shot on the 8th. Oh, come on, get in. Oh, that's just pretty. Chipping it in there for the par. Well done. And you're currently 5 over for the day. We have a par 5 ahead of us on the 9th. This one looks like it'll play. Yeah, setting up about 220 yards away. Ooh, can we get a bounce to the right, please? If you can pot this one, it'll be for eagle. I think we got a left to right break here. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, man. Just missed the eagle there. All right, now let's see what the scorecard says. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. Looks like you caught the downslope. This could run out. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. Good shot out there. Nicely played. And this putt's around 11 feet out. Oh, too bad. And for the par. And right now, you sit at 4 over par. You got a headwind to deal with on this hole. Good shot. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. Okay, you have a extremely long putt. I'll put it that way. Let's see what you do. Six feet to the cup. Yikes, that went right by. This one's for the Bogue. 5 over par currently. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. This one's fairway bound. Setting up from 145 yards away. Good job. And this one to save par. And you're currently sitting at 5 over. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. That's okay, don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. Okay, we're on the surface. Grab that putter. This one's 9 feet away. Oh, no. Okay, moving on. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. Nice approach, pin high. That's where we like it. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? It could be a good one. And now the par 4, 15th. Great swing. Okay, we're around the 230-yard area from here. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. All right, 38 feet to the cup. This putt's going down the slope, breaking right to left. Ooh, that was close. And you've got this left over for par. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Good shot. And we're about, I don't know, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? Okay, now this from 11 feet. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Oh, what could have been? Actually, could have been an eagle. And there we go. And everyone's chasing this person on the top of the leaderboard. 7-stroke lead for them right now. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. All right, bit of work left to do here, but we're out of the sand. Here is a bogey putt. A little too hard. And everyone's chasing the player on the top of the leaderboard, currently enjoying a 7-stroke lead. And now for number 18, we have a par 4 on this one. Taking a look at the elevated green from here. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Let's see how you do from the green side rough. Oh, come on, come on, come on. And there's a fancy way to end your round. A little bit of a chip. Nice shot. That's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. Hello there, it is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today. This is the final round of the event. It all comes down to this, so wishing you the best as you tee off. Great work, nice approach on that one. 7-foot putt coming up. And you're under par already here today. Let's keep it there, and let's see if we can get a few more birdies on the scorecard before the end of things here today. And we're on the par 4 second hole. Let's have a good one. Here comes the sand. Let's get up and out of here. Nicely out of the sand, but big putt coming up. All right, you need this to save par. Let's drop this in. Oh, setting up a 5-foot putt here. And what will happen on the third? Let's find out. Well, that won't do, will it? you've got this for the birdie. Let's go. It was going pretty hard to the left. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. All right, this one's from 14 feet away. Looking good. And the putt drops for par. Nicely done. Okay, stepping onto this tee of the 4th hole, and we have a par 4. I'll take that. All right, this one's about 125 yards out. Oh, there we go. It was a close one. Good chip. And after that one, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, 5th hole, par 3. Best of luck. This approach is heading left. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Okay, we're leaving that sand behind us in a distant past. Let's grab the putter. Oh my, that's too bad. All right, this one's for the double. Okay, next hole coming up. And we are on the 6th hole now. Unfortunately, just rolling into the deep stuff. Nice stroke. We're on the green. Lining this one up at 21 feet. All right, starting this out to the left. Okay, bogey putt coming up. All right, 7th hole now, and it's a par 4. We're in the deep stuff. You might need a club or 2 extra on this shot. Way out there for this putt. Good luck. Ooh. And if this one goes, that'll be your par there. Currently sitting at 3 over par. And the 8th hole is a par 3. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. 14 feet to the cup from here. Oh, almost. All right, for the bogey. And that's 4 over for you. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. Was a good one. And this one's around 235-ish to the pin. This one might be going a little too far. Okay, setting up a long one here. That's a bit of an understatement. Let me get my rangefinder out here. I'll see if I can get us a distance. Just joking. Hopefully you can get this close though. All right, tee this one up and have a good drive. We're on par 4 as we hit the 10th hole. Good shot. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. I hope you dialed in a bit of backspin on this one. And yet another green in regulation for you. Here's an 11-footer. And the putt drops in for birdie. Okay, teeing off now on the par 4 11th. Tee shot's looking decent. Okay, green is elevated. All right, staring down a birdie putt here. This putt's moving uphill and to the right. Good putt from there, not a lot left to do. And the putt drops and we're moving on. And it's a 2-stroke lead for our leader at the moment. Here we go now on the 12th. Unlucky. Godspeed, my friend. Very long putt ahead. This one's looking decent. Still looking good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. Our current leader is ahead by 4 strokes as we check the board here. And we got a left to right cross breeze on this hole. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope and don't want this one to get away from you. And we couldn't hold the fairway, that's all right. Just in the first cut here. Looking really good. Oh yeah, that'll just drop on in, won't it? And let's take one more look at that. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. Unfortunately, I think this is beach bound. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. All right, out of that bunker, onto the green. Let's go. Oh, just high. All right, here's the tap. Okay, now let's take a peek at our scorecard. See what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Well, you've got to hold on to the fairway here. All right, could have been worse. We're just in the first cut here. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. And your approach is heading right out the pin. Okay, let's get out of here. And we will be putting now. Let's forget about that bunker and move on. 10 feet to the cup. And this one's starting out way left. Just a little bit aggressive there. And that will do. And that's 7 over par currently. And now the par 5 16th hole. Okay, I'll accept that. And this one's about 210 from the pin. This one's your third. Oh, close. Pretty close with that check. 27 feet from the cup. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. And for the par. And that'll do nicely. All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17. Nice swing. Sounded great. Okay, on the green safely. Here's a putt from 17 feet out. And the putt goes down. Of course it would. Well done. All right, over to 18 now. This one's a par 4. Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin. Denied. And for a 78 on your round. And that putt will go down and you finish your round with a bogey. And with that, I will let you go. Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun. Hopefully you did too.